sergeant, so any complaints get handled by our administrative staff.
Okay.
So I don't have an answer. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you mean, like internal affairs? I mean, I need someone specific.
Yeah, so I think so it would go to our lieutenant, and our lieutenant is off on his weekend today, so he won't be back probably till next week. And actually, I think next week he might even be away from his desk. So, but yeah, so that's who would handle any complaints.
Okay. And I just wanted to ask, like, when your officers are on duty, isn't there supposed to be, like, always a sergeant on duty? Like a higher authority or something? Or no?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, we're a town of 8,000 people, and we don't have the staffing levels to always have a supervisor on at all times.
Okay. I guess I can understand that. So when issues arise, such as the issue that arose with me, are you aware of what happened with me?
I kind of briefly was told a little bit.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Sometimes it's the less hands in the cookie jar are better. So I kind of left that up to our administrative staff.
Yeah. I guess my only concern is, I was very respectful, was very polite. I did everything in my power to kind of diffuse the situation. And, I just don't understand why, your guys are out here stopping people and putting people in handcuffs when they ain't committed no crime. There wasn't no RAS, there wasn't no PC. I just don't get why, I was touched.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And I guess I want clarification on why, when no RAS or PC is available, why was I touched? Why was I put in handcuffs? I just don't understand that, my brother, because, several of my ancestors died to protect our freedoms, and I just don't get why we keep having this disconnect between us. I want us to come together. That's what I want. I want us as a community and a police department to come together, but I feel like sometimes there's just, instead of the protection aspect or the serving aspect, it just becomes like y'all are like just trying to generate revenue, or that, people of color are being discriminated against. So,
well, I am a person of color, so I think you're talking to the wrong person here. So I don't necessarily agree with that 100%, because we do not arrest people or suffer revenue. I mean, that's the least of our worries, is trying to produce revenue. I think sometimes people are assuming that just because, we're busy. But, we don't get much revenue out of our stuff.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Well, I just want to have a, even though I don't live in your community, just passing through, that was a little, it's a little scary to know that at any point in time, just walking down the sidewalk, someone can come up to me and put me in handcuffs and demand me to do things that I don't want to do when I haven't broken any laws.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I wasn't there, my friend, and so I can't second guess any officer, but not. And it's just so you're aware. I mean, you don't have to be under arrest to be handcuffed.
Well, that is an arrest. For Supreme Court ruling, that's a custodial arrest. Any detainment is arrest.
Well, it's a detained, yeah, but there's a difference between being detained and being arrested.
I understand if there's some kind of RAS or PC, but if you don't have a PC, what was the reason for the detainment?
Well, have you heard of reasonable suspicion?
What would be the reasonable suspicion? I'm walking down a sidewalk, my brother.
Oh, I'm just saying in general.
No,
you can be stopped and detained and handcuffed based on reasonable suspicion.
Again, where would the RS be, though, my brother? Like if I
I'm not talking about this situation. I'm just talking in general.
I get
it. We're allowed to do that.
I mean, to a certain extent. Believe me, man. I wouldn't be calling you to talk to you or have you call me to talk to me if I didn't know. I've already won several cases. So,
Okay.
so when it comes down to it, you really can't tell me or fool me, because I know what the Supreme Court law says. I know more about the Supreme Court and the law of this land than probably all of your officers put together. That's why I handled myself in such a manner with all 3 officers that they couldn't do anything but let me go and respect me. So, but that's because I diffused the situation. I know how to handle myself and conduct myself. Because again, I want nothing but unity between the police departments and the people. We have to come together. And the only way to do that is by respect. If I respect them and act in a cordial manner, they have no choice but to return. You see, you reap what you sow, right? We all know that, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I act in the manner in which I act, because I know if I was to get belligerent or act crazy, they're only going to bring that same thing back to me. And so,
well, I'm glad that did not happen on both ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably that was a plus then.
Yeah, it is a plus. But again, I had to work for it. I had to do the work for that, because at one point, one of your officers just like, take him to jail. And, I didn't do anything wrong. I was just very cool, calm, and collect. And it's sometimes, they just want to evoke emotion. So I guess what I'll do is what day should I follow back up for the lieutenant?
Yeah, follow up with our lieutenant probably next week.
Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah, probably. I think he's gone Tuesday on. So
okay, so get him on Monday, huh?
hopefully, yeah, get him on Monday, and see if we can get a hold of him and see where that's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your best route.
Okay.
So yeah. So again, we're a 13-man department, so we're not gonna have a supervisor on all the time.
Okay. Understandable.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Rivera.
Alrighty, my friend. Have a good one.
You as well. Thank you.
Bye.